And today, we're going to be trying something new. Hello, I am Pastor Druski. I'm glad to have you here. We like to play family-friendly games and have a good, clean time. Today, we're going to check out a brand new demo that just dropped. It is Battlestar Galactica, Scattered Hopes. As they say, bears beats Battlestar Galactica. So we're going to check this thing out. Now, for full disclosure, I have not seen the original series, but I have watched and thoroughly enjoyed the reboot series, which is what this one is made after. And that said, I love roguelikes. I love FTL. I also believe that there was another one. Was it Crimson Suns? I've played a lot of that. Never beat it. And I believe that this is going to be in a similar vein of those, but I don't know what to expect. We're going to discover this all together. I usually like to check settings, make sure we don't have any sort of audio thing, but I forgot to check that before the stream today. Or maybe a way to not have it mute when we're off screen, because, you got to click. Oh, there's Twitch integration. Whoa, there's polls. Well, this will have to be a different time. We'll figure that out in the future. Maybe on the real game. If it lives up to the hype, we'll be getting that. Let's check this out. So say we all. All right. Okay, in orbit around Caprica, the captain of a scattered ship witnesses the last moments of his homeworld. Thank you so much, Van. Glad you're here. All right, what was once the capital of the 12 colonies has been turned into a living nightmare. You can see all the Cylon base stars. Yeah, kick follow. It's right. It's true. Helps the stream, too. Nuclear explosions, scorching forests, vaporizing lakes, razing cities to the ground. Okay, hello. Liang Woon, captain of the Dawnwalker. Why is nobody answering our hails? Where is the colonial fleet? Those gun stars, why aren't they moving? Gun stars. Not battle stars, they're gun stars. Dawnwalker to all units nearby, requesting immediate assistance. As Captain speaks, he notices the greatest screen blips repeatedly. Yesterday's Cylons were almost mythical today. As we have a bated breath here. Geldar, yeah, you like the reboot better than the original. Those 70s graphics and the way the Cylons were like walking in tin cans just didn't feel the same. I agree. Though the CG Cylons, like the space everything is amazing. It just blew my mind. But whenever you had like the actual robot Cylons walking around, the CG, they tried their best for the time. It wasn't, I mean, it's still a TV show, right? With a budget and everything. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. And so, a fresh coat of paint on the exact same, like don't change anything, whatever, would be appreciated. The CG Cylons were lacking a bit. Probably still better than the tin can costumes, though. Yeah. So, okay, so today, here they are. Greatest contact. That is Raider, right? It's been a minute. I didn't brush up on all my lore. The Cylons, they're onto us. I repeat, please send help, send help. Okay, all right, here we are. A Viper coming in. Did you know? The Dawnwalker, please report status. We're in trouble, is the status. What's happening? We just arrived in orbit around Caprica when we saw all of this. Now they're after my ship. Please help. I'll take care of the Raider. Select it to give orders. Okay, this is already a battlefield. All right. Squadron selected. Attack the Cylon. Okay. It is a right click. He's shooting me. I shoot him. Mission accomplished. Hello, Snooper Power. Glad to have you. This is a Dratus preview. It shows enemies about to spawn a few seconds before they do. You can hover over this preview to get more information about the incoming enemy. Okay, so there's a raider, 2 raiders about to show up. And I see a timestamp. It might be too small for you guys on your screens, especially if you're on mobile. But there's a 1.7 and a 5.7 over here. So it might be turn differences. Okay. You can access a tactical pause. Most important. Okay, so it's real time, but pausable real time. Survive the overwhelming Cylon's forces. It allows you to pause the battle to analyze the situation, give orders to your squadrons. Don't hesitate to use it as much as possible, especially when facing overwhelming or complex situations. Christian asked what happened yesterday. I don't know. Yesterday was awful though. We had to quit trying to stream. I had 4 separate attempts, and it just kept dying. My OBS was working fine. It was still, everything was still outputting, and all of the platforms where I was streaming to just said, nope, we don't got anything. So it must be, yeah, Van's right, it must be gremlins. It's really the only answer. So I didn't feed the hamster, I guess, the spinning the wheel in the computer. But yeah, sadly, it was just a failed stream day. We got about an hour or 2 in, and then that was about it. Is the game supposed to take place during the series run or some other alternate timeline? I believe, and I'm trying not to spoil, but I don't genuinely know. I believe we will encounter and join up with the actual Battlestar Galactica and follow the show. I don't know about following the show like plot for plot point, but like the general gist of we're joining up with the Battlestar Galactica. Okay, so tactical pause. All right, and I saw those countdowns are going. Apparently I can probably, yep, right click to move. I mean, that's pretty intuitive. It's just, I've seen so much hand holding in games that I'm shocked that they're not telling you right click to move, right click to attack. You know, just go ahead and get on over here, get ready to attack that thing so it doesn't hit our base, which did take some damage there. So, I mean, I'm glad they're not insulting me by telling me to do it, but I'm shocked that they didn't. All right, so we can head over there. Okay, here they come. Engage. Destroy the incoming enemies. Attacking the fleet on your own. Training wheels are off, gentlemen. Tactical pause, give orders. Avoid losing precious seconds. You can't zoom in case you're wondering. You cannot zoom in. Okay, protect the fleet and survive. The Cylons can jump in anywhere. Get back to a defensive position. All right, already done. And they are telling me there's the buttons. Hey, Zerg, good to see ya. Oh, all right. All right. Greatest contact. Now, none of them have actually turned to fight me yet. They're just going straight for the thing. Come in groups. Oh, okay. Player and enemy units have abilities that improve their efficiency. When your squadron's selected, you can see all the active abilities. So we have this Hunter Instincts. While it's on, unit automatically attacks and follows enemies within a range if it doesn't have a selected target. Hunter mode is toggleable. Okay. And then we have a passive Hunter Dash. So this is activable. Activable. Okay. And then this is a passive. So the passive gains 60% speed for 5 seconds every time it destroys an enemy unit. Does not stack. All right, fair enough. Oh, okay, it's going to tell me. Automatically target and chase within range. Manual control. Most of the time it shouldn't be needed. Good to know. So there's going to be bigger things, more things to do. You don't have to manage every little thing. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the Hunter's Instinct thing. So we're just going to park over here and let them do the work. They are coming at the same time, though. 50 health apiece. Yep, there they go. Attacking. All right, all right. Oh. That's off. It was on. Now use it? I mean, okay. I just did. I'll do it again. Oh, all right, all right. See what you're doing there. You'll never make it in time. We're exposed. Health is a resource, sir. The raptor should be here soon. You'll be covered. Alright, so there's a raptor pausing. Situation requires a change of strategy. Short range. Viper cannot deal with all the incoming scattered enemies by itself before they reach the fleet. We have a raptor. Long-range artillery squadron and very effective in dealing far and scattered enemies. Artillery squadrons are slow, can't charge the weapons while moving. Should try moving them as little as possible. Okay, fair enough. If that's the case, I'm going to back up ever so slightly. Get this one, keep this one in range, but buy some time on the others. Okay, well, it's saying stay here. All right. So you have artillery aim. Long range, cannot shoot while moving, minus 50% damage at short range, which is 15. And that's got to be that tiny inner circle, which I can't highlight at the same time, but you can see that appearing and disappearing. So that's that short range. There's that speed boost. All right. See the cooldown on the attack. Yep. I don't recall raptors doing that in the show, by the way. All right, so these are more spread out. These ones are close together. We're gonna stick with this. It's very effective when positioned right. Always try to position them to cover a wide area. You don't need to move them too often. Defeat the next wave using both on it. I am a tactical genius. just watching. Okay, so we got a dash, we got a capital ship. Surely our single Viper can take that on, right? Back off a little here. What is that thing? Base star, not good. Lima to Gunstar Smasher, requesting for help. Tremendous firepower and carries hundreds of Cylons units. It's almost impossible to destroy. For now, the only goal is survival. Move your squadrons back to protect the fleet. I have backed up. Okay. Oh, well, we missed that. They're firing homing missiles and nukes. Missed that, what that was. I'm going to guess we need to intercept it. Two types of missiles. Homing, explosive, and nukes. They're not all explosive. While homing missiles are fast, always target a single unit. Explosive missiles are slow, but target an area. All right, all right. I would say like just HE, high explosive or something. Nukes are slower explosive missiles with more hull points, doing a lot more damage on a wider area. They can all be intercepted, but nukes should be prioritized at all costs. So we have a homing missile right now, followed up by a nuke. Okay. Okay, so the Raptors can shoot at those with their artillery. That's surprising, but I'm okay with it. I want to position this a little bit further forward, so that way, because this area back here is a waste of space. I want to be that much further forward, but we're going to wait until after we're done firing at this thing. Oh, okay, we're done firing at that thing. Do these things shoot back? I would imagine they will at some point. Prioritizing nuke. Okay. It's gonna keep shooting. Alright. So we're gonna have some problems with this. I didn't check the timers. They are all arriving at the same time. Criticals. If hull points go below this threshold during the battle, the ship will spawn a minor negative situation in the next sector. Whoa, hold on! We've got the Smasher! So this is Gunstar, not a Battlestar. Snuggling enjoyed the show. It was. Van says the game is bugged. We need a solid ground for our tower in this tower defense game. Having it dangling in the skies is so unnatural. You are so right. All right, so what can our smasher do? Offensive flak. Barrage continuous shots at target area for 6 seconds. Applies. We're going to do that over there. It applies slow. Okay, the suffer minus 50% move. Nuke launcher. Uncommon. So there's rarities to these. Oh, you're speaking my love language here. There's going to be loot. Okay. So, starts battle ready to fire. Doesn't lose current cooldown progress while undeployed. Okay. But I don't think he has any. Alright, there is a range. Oh, that's interesting. Look at the timer. There's a red countdown timer. And I'm going to guess that's incorporating the travel time. Like, it'll take 4 seconds for us to shoot over there. Not that we can. It's out of range. But if we did, they would still be, because they're 6 seconds out or whatever, they'd still be a second out. Like, that's really interesting. All right. Gunstar in position. Multiple silent Dratus contacts. Ship spotted. Dawnwalker sending a distress signal. What are your orders, Commander? Oh, okay. Well, hail the ship. I thought we were already talking to him. Right away. This is our communications officer. Your order is followed. You've been serving as the commander of a Gunstar named... So, okay, so we're probably sticking with the Smasher here. Not the Galactica. Past 5 years, you never thought you would be facing Cylons. Phone rings. A connection has been established with the Dawn Walker. When you pick up, all you can hear is the captain's voices. Panic! Here. Dawn Walker here. Cylons and all that thing in front of us. They're everywhere. We need help. Okay, please maintain position. We're calling for reinforcements to engage the base star. Just destroy it. Our ship is a Gunstar, not a Battlestar. Let's hope there's one patrolling nearby who can help. Copy that. So they knew what we were expecting, and they wanted to make sure we knew it was different. That's right, Dwight's dreams are coming true. All right, keep that ship safe. Of course. Gunstar, the ship you're commanding, if it gets destroyed, it's game over. All right, so we're going to trust you to handle these. I kind of want our artillery guy to take out these three and let us do the flak on the group. And I think that's kind of what they're suggesting. Oh, right, yes. Weapons that can deal with the large enemy groups, they should be ready soon. In the meantime, defend against the smaller groups on the sides. I don't see a countdown on that. I think I could fire it right away. It's just that they're not ready. What's over here? Okay. Oh, we got hotkeys. 6. Gunstar weapons offer another way complementary with squadrons to deal with the Cylons. There are multiple types of Gunstar weapons, each one with specific effects and strengths. We've deployed a weapon, the offensive flak. You can hover over the weapon to display the information. We have Gunstar weapon deals damage over time to an area of effect. Very efficient. Select your weapon, try to target it. You'll see ballistic prediction where the enemies will be on impact. Target the groups that all are in the area of effect. Oh, I love it. I love that. Yes. Look at that. We've got the time prediction. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's great. It's very satisfying. I like that. All right, no one's entering our calls. I suspect multiple Cylons are intercepting our communications. He's very worried. We're putting ourselves at risk here. What should we do? We're getting out of here with the Dawnwalker, of course. We'll cover you during the FTL preparations and get out of this together. Don't abandon us. All right. On it, Commander. Game about survival. Cylon forces are overwhelming in strength and number. Your goal is to protect the fleet and resist the Cylons long enough for the Gunstar to complete an FTL jump and get away. Protect the fleet and survive until this timer reaches 0, then jump. We got 52 seconds to go. Calculating. Zadar. Okay, what's the cooldown on the flak, though? That's going to be the big question. Here's our calculations. Sniper! Sound of that. Sniper Cylon will deploy various types of squadron. Always take some time to hover over them to check the strengths. Okay, so yeah. It has artillery aim too. I need to just shoot it right now, don't I? Like your Raptor can fire at long range, will be weaker at short range and move slowly. The best way to deal with them when possible is destroy them at close range with their Vipers before they can... I mean, I could keep going. We're there. But there's also, if we take that one shot there, these 4 are getting much too close for comfort. I guess we already took out 2. And I don't think we have any just standard guns on our Smasher. Yeah, damage, none. See that? So it's only going to be through our flak. Oh, we didn't finish it in one shot. That is a shame. Took a hit. Get ready for another missile barrage. I think it's about that time. Wave of them. Heavy raiders. Okay. So this is going to be really important that we have the slow going. No special abilities. A little outnumbered. Help would be appreciated. Out of options to help you. Except for the nuke launcher, but... use it. Launch a nuke. Are you sure? We haven't received proper clearing. Protocol. Forget protocol. Look around. You have to get out of here alive. Launch a nuke. Of course, sir. You know I'm going to be a pack rat and hold on to all these things. Inglorious, yes! The demo just came out. It's free, everyone can check it out. Hey, Lack Mind! Greatest previews, a new type of squadron, Heavy Raiders, it's a roguelike. Need I say more? Heavy Raiders may have many hull points. Your offensive flags won't be sufficient against 7 of them. It might be the right time to use a nuke. Get your squadrons out of the way and wait for this. Okay, so there's friendly fire. I mean, it makes sense. Just sometimes you don't know. And wait for the enemies to spawn. Now we have this nuke, but it's not cool. Doesn't have the cooldown yet. Yeah, roguelike. This is a roguelike BSG. So we're in a battle, but there's going to be like events and survival mechanics. Like we got to maintain supplies and resources. I mean, does it get any better? It's also interesting that there's another game very similar coming out tomorrow, and that's the Voyager roguelike. Star Trek Voyager. Yeah, so FTL-like. Yes. We're all learning it together. I know nothing aside from what we've already seen. I don't have any inside scoops. All right, nukes are not ready yet. First, we need to make room by undeploying the offensive flag. Okay. Right click to undeploy. I was not prepared for having to undeploy. Click on the empty dock. Throw the nuke launcher back on. Viper has hunter instincts activated. It will chase enemies even if it means entering your own area of effect. So move them to a safe position. All right, what's that position going to be? Okay, very scary. We'll do right about here, and then let's turn that off. Back this up. Okay. Fire everything! Okay, now how many of those do we have? 2? Yeah, I'm absolutely going to be pack rat. And not be using that often. You saw the Voyager game? Did they miss a boat? So I think it is the perfect, just like Battlestar, like you're on your own on a long journey of survival. Like it's the perfect recipe. You're right that there was like nobody asking for a Voyager game, but it is the right genre theme. Like it fits. It's just is an odd, out of the blue, out of left field choice, but it does fit. I've seen a video or two. I've not played it, but I've seen a video or two. The thing that struck me was the music. It doesn't have the music, and it's just so jarring without it. All right, heavy raiders everywhere. Okay, heavy raider. Timers, all of them at the same time. Stop moving already. And all right, yeah, we need to jump out. That's what it's going to be. Have your squadrons dock. We're actually going to be pulling back, I think. Star Trek IP in the bit of the dumps. Yes, 100% agree with that. But the fact that they're going back to things that work, at least, I mean, the fact that the game doesn't have the music, it's probably not like it's got the IP, but it's not like mainline because they don't have the music. Something's wrong there. So, I mean, they do need to go back to their roots. And it's not like Voyager was their roots, but at least it's in the right time zone. Yeah, everything since has been garbage. At the time, a lot of people would say Voyager was garbage too, but looking back, I'm okay with it. My kids love it. We have a great time with it. I'm okay with it. The lone ship with like the, what is it, 50 or 60 shuttlecraft, because they lose one every episode. We can't ever replace them, but we're definitely losing them left and right. Unlimited ammo. Here's your squadron docks. You can use them to just, yeah, deploy different squadrons. So we've got a Viper and Raptor. We want to undeploy. Do I have to double click it? Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we want to go home. 5 seconds. Squadrons that are out of the Gunstar during the jump are wrecked, but not lost and can still be repaired. Interesting. That's just a gameplay mechanic to go easy on you. Right click on each. Yeah, we did. Oh, look, he's going around that. We gotta go. We gotta go. Jump. That's great. All right, jump complete, Commander. We made it. In the CSC, no one feels like celebrating. Your Gunstar and the few vessels in your wake seem like the last survivors out of 50 billion. The game is pausable real time. So take that what you will. You don't have the pressure of an RTS because it's pausable. And the game actually multiple times so far in this tutorial has encouraged me to pause. It's like, don't let yourself get overwhelmed, keep pausing. So that's how it is. Confirming the Dongwalker followed us, as well as smaller ships. Since the attack on the 12 colonies, you've been evading the Cylon killing spree. You've rescued a handful of small ships and abandoned countless others to their fates. Sounds like a Druski stream already. Surviving has been a matter of luck. The only spark of hope left is the tenuous signal of a mysterious beacon. For now, surviving is all that matters. Entered the colonial beacons in the sector, but we're receiving serious reports across the fleet. Immediate repairs are needed if we want to jump again anytime soon. Alright, let's fix the fleet. Fleet management phase. During this phase, you can repair and handle fleet problems. Situation? It occurs because the Gunstar sustained critical damage. I don't know. I thought we did pretty good there. Just saying. Of course, it was already, actually, it was at, yeah, there's 2,000. It was already hurt. If you don't resolve it before it expires, it will have negative consequences for your ship. Hovering over and selecting the situation will provide information about what's at stake. Okay. It wants me to select this. Okay. You can resolve the situation providing supplies. Provide supplies to this crew and to resolve the selected situation. Whoa, whoa! Oh, it's a raptor moving around. Like, what is that? It looked like a squid. The only one streaming it on Twitch, says Geldar. Yeah, I mean, everyone's missing out. Druski does not leave things, he hurls them actively into his wake to their death. No passive murder here. You're not wrong. We have a track record. Mrs. Druski's like, don't you remember that game where you sacrificed your people constantly? And the question is, which one? Because we've done that so many times.
It is gleeful, though. Like,
yes.
Gleefully done.
So, all right. Provide the supplies and perform the fix the hull. Where is my supplies? Oh, it's just this. This is. I thought there was 200. I thought the 200 here was a supply. So avoidable for 8 turns. The silent threat will draw a little closer. Time will pass, so we could avoid it. But we're gonna select. Wait. Why is avoid getting highlighted? I thought we were actually spending. Okay, select. Oh, this would be avoid. If I click it, we lose 200 more health? All right, but if I click it, we would avoid. I'm clicking this for the cost. Now we're going to have the fix to the damage hull. Okay. Go team. All of that cycled. There was 4, now it's 3. The fleet has been through a lot to escape this island. New situations have surfaced. Take a look at those. Some could put the fleet... Okay, I missed whatever that was. It went away. The fleet health gauge represents the state of the population and crew in your fleet. Reaching 0 fleet health will result in a game over. Okay, so it's like morale. Death, health issues, or incapacity. Incapacity to act or work will lower this gauge. Okay, reaching 0 fleet health will result in game over. We got our 2 nukes. Other resources not here. Can't resolve another situation for now. Fleet is low on supplies. Well, you made me spend it. When released report, the fleet is running low on supplies. All the small ships under our watch, we need enough water, food, and medicine. Those are going to be our 3 to survive out there. Scouting party was sent to the area. We're expecting an update soon. Commander, the scouts reported back. What are these? Found the wreckage of civilian ship. It was on its way to Toran when the Cylons attacked. There are no survivors, but the supplies aboard remain intact. Lovely. Standing by to retrieve the resources. There's so many games where you actively murdered the whole population and got sad that you bricked yourself. I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't get sad. The rest of it can be true. In other words, sacrificing villager crew and bad is in this. Got that? I mean, you know, maybe indiscriminately is bad. There might be times when it's necessary. Okay, team is standing by. Okay, go get it. Tilium, necessary to jump to another. Okay, Tilium will explore points, also to explore points of interest, POIs within a sector and gather needed resources. Tilium is the main fuel used for sublimitic speed travel and FTL jumps. Is that how, sublimitic? Sector point of interests, or POIs, are nearby locations scouted by your raptors. They can be provide resources needed for survival. Click it. A lot of supplies can be attained from this wreckage. Send a team to resolve the selected POI by selecting Tilium choice and then performing it. All right, so that's this one, but that's going to use my Tilium. I've got 7. Niels, thank you for the follow. Glad you're here. So we're going to select this. What was the other one? Why is it there? We're only getting 7. All right, damaged agricultural cargo ship is drifting. No life signs. Silence never loot their prey, so we should take a look and salvage what we can. We will select. I wonder if I were to play this again, we won't have the tutorial and I'll be able to do this. Collect the supplies. Good team. And these are the countdowns on those situations, aren't they? They're all going to happen at the same time. I got three actions and 2 turns to do them. Every action in the turn icon will move time forward. All situations will be 1 step closer to expiration. Yep. Fleet currently has, there it is, 3 situations in 2 turns. You won't be able to resolve all of them. The journey is about survival. And more often than not, you'll have to make difficult decisions and let some situations expire, keeping your scarce resources. In other words, we sacrifice the situations. Right? All right, resolve all of them that we can. So we're gonna have to pick one. So if we avoid this, we're gonna lose hull points. Avoid this, we lose the happiness. And avoid this, we lose less happiness. This is gonna cost more. Also, cost 4, I have 8. So I'm assuming we're still talking, although that's not much health. We could probably take some ship damage. I'm assuming that we're still in tutorial mode, right? Because I haven't been able to make any choices or anything. This one we're definitely fixing. Like Druski acts like he's not all button pushing. No event left unpushed. Yes. So we're clicking this. Mend the injured passengers. That's a turn. Airlock all the problems, Corey. You played FTL, I see. See, this is where that philosophy comes from. Is FTL. You literally just open the doors. You can win the entire game by just opening the doors. It solves every problem in the game. The airlocks. Mrs. Druski's doubtful. I need to get her to play it. She needs to understand. Okay, so we got to pick one more. I don't know. We could keep everyone healthy. I think we got plenty of health on our main ship here. Let's just do this. Plus, we'll still have 2 scrap or whatever. I'm gonna call them scrap because FTL supplies. Supply surpluses is what it says. Pet the orange. Hold on. I'll go get the orange cat. Pet then the airlock. 1 second. There we go. There we go. We have the orange cat. He has been petted. I found him a little closer than I thought. He is a little upset right now. We had some people working. We're getting a furnace install. For those who are keeping up to date with the grant, we have a grant because we qualify because we have no income. So we got a grant and we're getting a furnace installed. So next winter we can have warmth. It'd also save a whole lot on heating. Okay, first aid to passengers. Yeah, definitely not cheap. So we did take, okay, so we do understand it correctly. We did take the 200 damage there. All the Gunstar weapons and squadrons are stored. Oh, you level up and repair, level up squadrons? All right, so they gain, I just got sneezed on. They gain experience during the battles and can be improved. Let's go to the hangar. Let's check it out. Alright, so every time a squadron destroys a Cylon unit, it gains XP. During the last battle, your Viper gained enough to reach level 2. So is the one Viper representative of, like, a squadron of them on the screen there? Alright, so level it up to improve it. looked at stats. So right now, level 1, there's our XP 50. We got 170 health, 112 damage, 15 range, 18 speed, 30% evasion. Oh. Oh. No way. Look at this. Look at the roguelike choices. All right, choosing the right squadron abilities is one of the most important strategic choices. Yes, they add permanent upgrades or new capabilities. There are 2 types of abilities. Passive abilities improve the squadron constantly during battles without requiring any actions. Activable abilities require an activation, sometimes a target, have a cooldown, have a duration, can be more powerful, but are situational. Some are rarer and more impactful than others. Carefully read the description, select one. So our blue is rare. Activable, long range, so it's a homing missile launcher. That level of insight, I mean, it's a roguelike Battlestar Galactica. Bears, Beets, Battlestar Galactica. Limited uses per battle, 2 uses per battle, 20 seconds. But it does give our Viper some range. Okay, passive, we could give our unit gains 10 damage to its primary weapon and abilities, so that would include the missiles. Okay. Currently, it's a little bit less than a 10% damage increase because we're at 112. Overdrive. Unit gains huge boost is activable. Huge boost of speed increase for the duration of the effect. It lasts for 4 seconds. 20-second cooldown. I can't see behind here if there's a limited uses per battle. But I think it's going to be the missile launcher. Although it does look like we can only have 3 activable and a whole bunch of passives. Which is also very interesting. I'm definitely a sucker for this sort of, like, you know, level up, get the choose your thing in the roguelike. I love it. So, it's going to be between these 2. The move speed actually could be very nice too, honestly. Like, they're all very useful. We haven't played enough to really know. Generally, like, in general, I'm a fan of passives because they're just always on. They're always good. But this giving me a long-range punch... 160 though, how much is that really? We're only doing 112 damage per shot. Every 2 seconds is our rate of fire. Arnold says, Rune Dice demo came out with an expansion. More characters, more... Ooh, okay. We liked Rune Dice a lot. We did. That was a good one. It was a demo, but we had a lot of fun with it. All right, knowing that there's only... This is uncommon. Okay, time out. You can't do this to me. You cannot have green be common and blue be uncommon. That's not how this works. Everyone knows. Everyone knows it's gray, then green, then blue, then purple, then orange. So they're only doing 4, but they're still using... This is not rare, people. This is uncommon. Busy Being Awesome says missile. I have been leaning towards it, but note, there's 2 tiers of rarity higher than this, and we would be locked out. We'd only have 1 more slot. We need all of our legendaries. You know, we need the legendaries. I'm doing the passive. I did the passive. We're gonna get a legendary skill. Looks like nothing else upgraded with that level up though. You can explore the hangar, examine your squadrons and weapons. When done, you can return to fleet management. Okay. We have a wolf too. So our raptor is what the old raptor was in the show with a giant Gauss rifle attached to it, it looks like. You guys wanted the missile? Sorry. When we get our legendary missile, like when we have the solo nuke... The nuke launching Raptor or Viper, you guys will I'll be vindicated. Okay. Squadrons and weapons. Okay, so there's the ship weapons probably. What is a wolf though? Defensive of some sort? 10% damage resistance for each enemy within its radius? Taunt. It is a tank. Okay. Every time it deals damage to a unit. So it has to hit things and then it can. It does look like a Fat Viper, yes. It does less damage, has more health, Range 56. How's that compared over here? Okay, so its range is about midway between the two. Speed 16, 30% evasion. It is a tank. We want more evasion, more health here. Got it. Weapons. Here's our offensive flak. And we have 2 nukes left. Okay, the flak has 26 shots, 5 damage apiece. They do a slow. You have an AoE 30-second cooldown. All right, exit the hangar to proceed. More people. The XO. New CAG really made a difference out there against the Cylons. So we have crew. XO has been with you for the better part of 2 years. You're glad to have her by your side. Also, someone on the Dawnwalker offered his help. Make a good chief tech. During the attacks, you've lost many men and women, including their previous CAG and chief tech. Name is Yori Sin. Starting as we speak. Great. Yeah, Lackman, I'm kind of with you on the... We've got... I mean, you kind of have to for a game, but it is very... like, weird. It's weird. And the Raptors having just like a giant Gauss rifle strapped to it is also weird. Smile for the first time in a while. Your XO CAG and Chief Tech are now form your inner circle. See, them as heroes. Without them, this would be hopeless. Heroes are the fleet's elites. They're chosen to take an active role and accept your authority. Huge impact during both fleet management and battle phases. Select a hero to get information. Okay. Once per sector can resolve POIs and situations increase. Okay, so you can kind of delegate. Increasing POI gains or avoiding situation supply costs are essential for survival. So you are all about defensive strategy. As long as this hero is assigned to the Gunstar weapon, the Gunstar gains 4% damage resistance per level of the hero. That will scale nicely. Health. Okay. XP. Available 1. Something's available here. Skill point, perhaps? Like squadrons, heroes can level up and gain new traits. Situational bonuses in various contexts, like resolving a situation, being assigned to a squadron, to a weapon. You can hover traits to get more information. Select them during fleet management and learn more about the traits. Thanks. Take advantage of this opportunity. Of what? This? I wasn't done with that. Okay, we have an opportunity. We're actually on a Gunstar, which... Isn't that the name of the last Starfighter ships? Those are all Gunstars? Hmm? Might be a little bit of a copyright infringement there. I don't know. Last Starfighter. I grew up loving that show. I don't know about you guys. One of the... If there's ever a show that deserves a remake movie. CAG barges in while you have your head in the reports. Commander, I know we've been busy, but that beacon... What about it? It's your first time being questioned by your XO. I suspect it's been recently updated. Okay. I apologize, but I am going to struggle with this name. Thandolwethu Quion. She's going to continue to just be the XO. Sorry. Could be a silent trap. Toasters aren't exactly known for playing fair. It's a colonial fleet. They've left something for us, and we have to pick it up. Okay. Obtain an opportunity resolution. Scattered hopes. So we can just tell her to do it. I would imagine at some point I'm going to get a choice here. Kiwi or Kiwi. Yeah, at some point... What? Is this like replay the text? Okay, it is. It is. Do it. Get the shuttle ready right away. So it's worth it. Crisis and opportunities will arrive during your journey. There are complex problems with high stakes that require several steps and actions to be resolved. While opportunities can lead to important bonuses, crisis can be very dangerous. Shouldn't be taken lightly. Fair enough. Show all the current crisis and opportunities of your fleet. Select the opportunity. Here's the file. Oh, 5 steps. Okay, select step 1, display its objectives. Retrieve the encrypted beacon. Heroes have one action point. That's what we saw. Action point that can be used to resolve situations without consuming resources. Handle the situation by selecting a... Oh, that was probably the other side, right? Like this would be resources, and this is a hero. Selecting an available hero to resolve it, and then perform retrieve encrypted beacon. Now, before I pick who, does this mean that... And there's their point, by the way. They each have a point. Does this mean that they can't stay assigned to whatever job they're doing? If I'm having them do this? What's a Gunstar small... That seems to be the implication, because our guy, when we arrived and we were fighting in the tutorial here, we were fighting a base star. Was it base star? Is this a Cylon base star? Yeah. We were fighting that, and the communications guy, whoever was talking, because we're the captain, he was basically saying, we can't actually take that thing out because we are not a Battlestar. So yes, we are a smaller Battlestar. A cruiser to its battleship. Gunstar Actual. By the way, I'm going to eat some dinner here. Alright, so we got to do this, and I want to click to what these guys do. As long as this hero is in a deployed squad, all allied squadrons, 3% damage per hero's level. All fleet upgrades. Ooh, there's an R&D lab! Be still my heart. I love technology in these games. Okay, but I can't assign you yet. Still, I feel like 3% damage right now is not going to be as big of a deal, so we're going to send you on the mission. Oh, that's not how. I guess I click the select over here. Yeah, okay. Surely they're going to introduce tech soon, so I want to make that tech cheaper. Better hamster food? Hopefully. Now, if this were like, what, Frostpunk or something, then we'd be giving the hamster food to the people, right? Because we'd be putting sawdust in their food. Yeah, we do want the stream to stay stable. Has it been stable so far? I've been kind of intrigued by this. I haven't been watching my statistics. Hopefully everything's been okay on your guys' end. All right, so they've got their thing. Retrieve the beacon. Get to it. All right. Old data set. It looks the beacon. Should we say data or data? The data set was used during the Cylon War, the first one. Oh, here's our new guy. 12 colonies were at war with the Cylons. Suddenly, Cylons retreated and disappeared until today. You're right. Data has been uploaded recently, very recently. We read the message inside. No. No! The encryption's brand new. You need to find a military outpost with a bit of luck. They've received the latest access keys. Search for an outpost. We're on it. Oh, we leveled up. That was XP. Nice. I should have been sending other people. Okay, so you're already assigned to squadrons. I can further increase your assigned squadron, gains 15% max hull. Yeah, as long as you're deployed to a squadron, all allied squadron get 3%. This will be a specific squadron gets hull. 1 extra Tillium every time the hero resolves a PI. Whoa. With the Tillium reward. Oh, okay. I know you're not going to be here because this is going to be separate. This is a Gunstar weapon as opposed to Squadron. So it's not going to be the uncommon one. There is such a thing as rerolls, we just don't have them. The space children here for the space mines. Yes. Send them to the space mines. Knowing that we have a tank squadron, I feel like 15% max hull is pretty great. And also knowing that we're doing this, she's probably not going to be my one to go out on the missions all the time. Right? Yeah. Otherwise, this actually looks really good, though. Maybe I will. I'm going to do it. Gotta assign the heroes, enter the hangar. Okay, sorry. Assign a hero to a squadron. Okay, sorry. A squadron assignable traits will only affect them. Yeah, be careful. If a squadron is destroyed, the hero lose a health? Okay. Wait, hold on. No. Unassign. We already talked about this. You're going to go over here. Hold on. Don't you have more health now? Oh, no, we changed it. We didn't do it. I was all like set on it, and then we didn't do it. Okay, fine. We didn't do it. You can stay here, though. Actually, this one being a tank, maybe we don't want you there. Because you're more likely to die. Okay. But weapons, offensive flak, we're going to assign you. And then, I don't think, yeah, our other guy can't really be assigned to any of it. We need the R&D. Gunstar sustains critical effects. Weapon assigned heroes will have a chance to lose a health. Okay, you know everything you need to know. Exit the hangar. Raidus. Every 33 minutes, Corey. Yep. All right, shows an icon of a silent raider flying near. Is there a few seconds and then raider disappeared. We'll be back with more firepower. Fear is palpable. Fear is the mind killer. There's no way they can trace our FTL jumps. Mm-hmm. Every 33 minutes, it sounds like, Corey. Asking permission to spool for a jump. Next known area. Can't stay in this area, sir. Looks like they're everywhere. Get far away and fast. Never thought you'd abandon your home planet one day, but here you are. There's only one way to get away as fast as you can, as you need to. Plan a jump anywhere past the red line. The red line. Beyond the theoretical limit, all FTL jump calculations are highly uncertain. Any jump with this setting can be deadly. Crossing the red line could send us crashing into a star. Yeah, except space is so vast that hitting anything is such an unlikely thing. All right. Exo shouting orders. Here we go, Kiwi. Condition 1, all systems ready. Okay, we still gotta spool up. A few minutes before the attack uses, time to prepare for battle. When you're ready, start the battle. No, start the battle, okay. Prepare the ships and squadrons. Assign heroes to squadrons' weapon. We did. Level up squadron. We did. Upgrade the fleet. I don't get a research lab. No, I'm not ready. It's going to be another tab down there. They haven't given it to me yet. Deployment. Oh, hold on. We do have something here. Stick with these two for the moment. We have to, okay, we can't do this right away. We have to find a structure point of interest. Could be another sector. All right, fair enough. Start the battle. We have 2 docks. Select one to be deployed. Node squadron for second dock. We did. We now have the second weapon dock. Deploy your nuke launcher. All right. Make me use that up too. As long as it's the start of a battle, you can change your deploy orders instantly. Get out of the tactical pause when you're satisfied. Okay. I mean, good. Sniper. They're all snipers. Need more damage on that thing. Okay, he doesn't turn to fire at me until I've already fired at him. Heavy Raider. It's alright, taking another bite here. He's shooting back. Ouch. All arriving at the same time. Whoa, whoa! Chill out, sir. Is this a... It's not necessarily flak yet, but we are going to take some hits here. Question is, 17 seconds. Do we go ahead and use the flak? We're only going to get one shot. Like, when these raiders come out. They're just regular raiders, actually, no. Ouch. Okay, everyone's going to take some hits. You're going to switch to that one. Okay, start pulling everyone in. Mute. Stars under attack. Took some damage, not excited about that. Blushing. Excuse me, sorry. Choose from 3 options depending on the battle. The options may include a mix of rewards. Okay, squadron gains 30 XP for the Raptor. Capital ship or civilian ship repairs some, which we could do on our capital ship. Damage during battle. Now, this wasn't this battle. We are actually, look at that. We're actually dangerously close to having an event take place. I forgot that it's not just an all or nothing. I would like to get farther away from that, or just get a fuel. Now, I already got an ability to get a little bit more fuel. We don't know how often it'll happen, but we're going to say fuel at the moment is not top priority. It will be soon, I'm sure. This is a luxury I would love to have, but I think it's going to be hull points. On which ship? Who got the hull points? I don't think anyone got the hull points, guys. Leap in the dark. All ships have followed through. Nice. There's a relief for a moment. You almost forget what you've been through. Scan Scanning sector. Dratus is detecting a military structure nearby. Check it out. Find the encryption key. But who made it? Who built it? Better hurry. Who knows how close the Silents are? Yeah, nobody got healed, by the way. Scammed. Maybe it's something I can deploy? Timeline for the current sector. This represents the time you have before the silence. Yeah, so this is pure FTL right there. You have a limited number of turns to resolve situations in POIs. There is an outpost. Explore it. Send a team, it costs 1 fuel. Send a hero for an improved reward, costs 1 fuel and 1 action point to the selected hero. Here's going to use 1 action point per sector. Choose wisely. Okay, well, let me click the thing, I guess. Oh, it's over here. Now my ability to gain an extra fuel is, I think, only when you resolve a POI with the Telium reward, which is not the case right here. We're spending Telium. But it does say it's an improved reward. So I'm going to send our research guy and hope for another... Because we're sending the fuel either way. If we can level him up, then I'm hoping for some good research. Yeah, more supplies here. Our R&D lab isn't up to date. Can't read the key. Whole Gunstar is 1 jump away from a junkyard. Upgrade the R&D lab. Yeah. Please be an awesome tech tree. Civilian ships can help the fleet survive. Select your civilian ship, not the Gunstar, to learn more. I'm looking for some button to use that effect that we just got. Right, because otherwise I'm definitely feeling scammed. If you train your civilian ship crews properly, they can provide various resources and bonuses. Oh, that's awesome. Current efficiency level of your civilian ship. That's really cool. Stuve, this is new. The demo just came out yesterday. This is the demo. It is free. You can check it out. I'm loving it. If you like roguelikes, particularly FTL, and you like Battlestar Galactica, oh man. Oh man. Minimalist, thank you for the input. I've not yet checked the Discord, but at least we're not alone then, right? I do think we encountered a bug already, but it's relatively minor. I'm a little sad. I was trying to repair my ship. We're going to end up with a crisis because we didn't get to repair. But it's early, just like early access is a demo. Like, I'm planning on... I'm looking at the game minus the bugs, because I fully expect these bugs to get resolved. Whether they actually are or not, you know, at release, if there's still bugs, then that's a problem. We can you know, get the pitchforks out. But it's not released. There will be bugs. I can be more forgiving. And I'm looking at the game beyond the bugs, and the game beyond the bugs, I'm loving it. It is single player, Stu, yes. Okay, every time you train them, it'll gain XP, but 1 turn will pass. Okay, so we can upgrade it, but where's my R&D lab? You love a chill single player? Yeah, it definitely is. You can move at your own pace. I'm so far, this is kind of everything I would hope for in a new it's been so long since FTL. The ship efficiency has been improved to a level 1. It now produces scrap at the start of each sector. Isn't that the same icon even as FTL scrap? Time out. Isn't that the same thing? Okay, so it's not a supply. Improving your civilian ship efficiency takes time, but a good investment in the long run. Yeah, I'm all about that. So is a jump? Okay, we're in the sector, we're taking turns, but we're only jumping at the end of the sector. Got it. Here's our scrap. Can be used to trade, repair, upgrade. So it still is our resource for money. There's the R&D. Please, oh please. Look, it's a tree! Well, it's not really a tree, it's just a line. But we got a bunch of different lines. Upgrade various aspects. That's the fleet upgrade you need to read the encryption key. Okay, you're gonna force me to do it. I want to do it. Other things. This actually, we don't have enough scrap. Although, we should have... It wants me to select it. I don't want to. Here you can see the details of this fleet. We have a guide to make it reduce the cost. They're probably going to make me... Fleet management to find scrap. Can I play the game first, though? Where's my guy? I want to assign him to R&D. Gunstar has his own means to produce resources for emergency situations like these. Select your Gunstar. Okay. Emergency production units. Not the most efficient, but always there in need. These units can produce scrap, supplies, or telium. Okay. 2 turns. I see what you're doing. You can exchange time so that you don't get actually running out of fuel and stuck. Visual novel. Yeah, we have made 0 decisions so far. All right, 2 turns. I don't really want to. 50%? I have to do it again. Oh, you can do it like separate turns, but okay, now we've done it. Great. Because I wanted to... My guy is making this cheaper. If I could assign my guy, he's reducing the cost by 5% or something, and we wouldn't be spending 72. But I don't see it. We have to. Max fleet health plus 25 to current fleet health. Well, but health is not hull. Health is morale. It's morale. Okay. Lab's been upgraded. Let's know as soon as you have something, sure thing. He's leveled up. Learn the basics. You have 2 turns before the Scions arrive. Use this to prepare your fleet. You can also assign heroes to Gunstar weapons or squadrons in the hangar. Resolve POIs. Level up your squadrons and heroes. Upgrade your fleet. Use the production units and now in charge. Yay! Much rejoicing. Alright, there's the same one that we already got. Assigned weapons gain minus 10% cooldown is nice. Squadron gains health. The only other weapon right now is the nukes, and I'm not going to be firing them anytime soon. We've already got our extra Telium one. We can't send them both. Although, can I go back and see if both of these guaranteed uncommon or higher rarity item POI is resolved by what? Botanical cruiser. That's pretty awesome. Okay. But neither of them are rewarding adding a civilian ship. Oh, that's so cool. It's so cool. Mineral-rich planet obtainable until next FTL. I'm guessing this is like the timetable. You have the 6 turns, and it's not like a 1-turn thing. So we're gonna do that, but we don't have to, like, because if they both had the fuel thing, we could potentially... Oh, they rearranged. Now we do have multiple squadrons. I could assign them to another squadron, I guess. But I'm more interested... I think this is just an outright better weapon assignment. Whoa, they have their own crisis and personal arcs. Huh. All right, so no confirmation. I clicked it thinking I was going to have another chance, but okay. And it looks like we've already used him. Yep, we did. So somebody else is going to go on these. We have 2. We're definitely doing this. And it looks like they can kind of go out and come back before any battles, right? It kind of looks that way. So you need some XP. Civilian ship, the Kern. I accept you. Well, didn't it have a rare or better thing? I mean, this is cool. But didn't it say rare or better? That's common, sir. No, we don't have any scrap. Where do I assign you? All fleet upgrades. Does all just mean wherever I put him? Because I'm about to put him on the gun. Yeah, and we can put her on the other one, and we just get the resistance anyway, so that seems great. Fast reloader. Do I have to pick one or the other? I guess it just isn't applicable, but... Wait a minute. What? Alright, you just had to unequip them first. Did they take a turn to get there, or they're there already? Cooldown's 27 seconds now. Okay with that. Oh no, you can do it too. In fact, I'm seeing a pattern here, chat. Thrice we've gotten something pretty much the same. Well, she's gonna stay on a weapon, so I guess you're gonna get this. I could do this, but we already have that. Although you can only do 1 per like zone, so potentially this could be 2 Telium if we happen to get 2 events. Yeah, maybe the levels are all the same, or maybe there's just not that many in the demo. So we can get a whole bunch of scrap. We've got 1 more person to go. It's just the fuel situation now. So there's no downside to sending the person, because we're about to leave anyway. The other thing we potentially could do... I guess I can't train the crew? Was that scrap to do it? I don't remember now. Nope. Whoa. Okay. I was like, I don't actually want to invest. I was just like, why is it all grayed out? All right. So I guess we're just going to do this. That's okay. It's A-okay. I think it was just forcing me. And I was under the impression I was on my own now. Oh, the messages from Commander Adama. He thought he had retired years ago. Put it on the speakers. So say we all. Time comes to a standstill as the last message from the colonial fleet is being decrypted. Suddenly, a familiar voice can be heard. Aw, they probably didn't have the rights to his face. Commander Adama speaking. Today, after decades of silence, the Cylons have attacked our colonies. In a matter of hours, our homeworlds have been bombarded and destroyed. You guys know, a gasp comes from behind you. Someone is crying. Our enemy has found a way to disguise themselves. They have infiltrated our society, our social circles, our crews. They look like us. That's right, some of our people are probably Cylons. To some, the situation might sound dire, but all hope is not lost. You've trained for this. You're ready. I have a plan. Rejoin with the Battlestar Galactica, and I will guide you to a refuge. So say we all. A handful of your officers repeat the words, an old saying, a liturgical sentence, and in a powerful voice, you shout, so say we all! Alright. I mean, we could swap out the deployments. Get our tank out there, but I'm not sure that's... He doesn't do any damage. It does look like these guys did get repaired, and that's good to know, that they're healing on their own. Repair ships and squadrons. Oh, it was the tutorial, guys, is why. Tactile pause will do every time you activate battles. Whenever critical conditions are met, you can deactivate it. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be critical soon because we didn't get that repair. Got the Kern. Got the Dawnwalker. A Hydra-class frigate. Unfamiliar with that. I don't think we ever saw anything like that. They were always base stars. Alright, sorry. I had to finish up my dinner. Okay. Calculating, deploying, let's go. We've got missiles. Silent explosive missile. Raider, Heavy Raider, Sniper, Tempest. We have not seen a Tempest yet. Ten seconds to deploy that. We're gonna trust our Viper to take these out. You're gonna take on the. Stop moving. Okay. What are you doing? My goodness. Disaster. Missile explosive coming in. Heavy Raider. No, I don't want you to do that. Seconds. Do they have to turn? Does it take time to turn? No. How far is their range? I don't want them sniping our ships. I guess I will take the hits because it looked like we were repairing, unless of course that was just the tutorial doing it for me. We are taking two shots on them before they got their other shots. So that's okay. So coming in. Not target. All right, we're probably going to use our flak against this wave, maybe. This wave should be fun. Oh, we do take a hit. Kern's under attack. Is it really necessary though? I'm wanting to click it, but I don't think I have to. This could be true. What's the end condition here? When our jump drive is charged, although I hadn't been paying attention to it for a minute, so. Our jump drive still has to charge up and then we escape. This thing does have a health pool, so I guess I could be running around shooting it. But also don't want to be too far forward or we can't retreat, can't pull our stuff back. That one's a nuke, by the way. Why are you so slow? Does he actually have a debuff or something on him? He's really slow. "18 seconds to the jump." Sniper. FTL in 10 seconds. Time to leave. We're gonna be pushing it, aren't we? You've concluded the tutorial to save the fleet for now. You can continue playing into regular run with this fleet. Try to survive the 4 sectors available in the demo. Everything you've accumulated during the tutorial would be reset as a fresh run. Okay. Understandable. All right. The Gunstar has a bar. Sad faces and empty glasses all around. Some customers wave you, happy, surprised perhaps to see you here. You wave back. Once per sector, you can start a conversation with faction members or a hero. before we look at that, because that's probably taking a turn, right? It's interesting. Wanderers can't reach this level. I guess we are the Wanderers? Interesting. Yeah, all the levels reset. Actually, hold on. We gotta look at these. We got a mineral-rich planet, lots of scrap to be had. Fuel is already very low, by the way. Supply depot. We should help ourselves, right? So 9 supply, fuel. Gas giant, get some telium. Could help us fuel our fleet. 5 seems pretty good since all these are taken. Okay, and then there is a guaranteed. I see. All right. Devs, if you hear this, the color coding for your guaranteed uncommon in your color coding is green. Right? No, it isn't. You need to change that. Right? Common is green and not gray. Common is green, uncommon is blue. So you're actually using your correct color coding, but it's different from like the industry default, right? Like everyone, the standard is uncommon. Blue means rare is what the standard means for everybody. I know you only have 4 categories, not 5, and that's the problem. All right, I just have to get over it. Honestly, I would just, if you're gonna do it, I would just say like just go common and then jump to rare. Common, rare, epic, legendary, whatever you got to say. But I don't know. At least then you can kind of have the same. All right, but we know we got to do this. Auxiliary systems sound awesome, and then we know got to do this. There's also something going on up here. A crisis will start. It could require up to 5 turns to resolve. Ooh. We know we're going to do 2 things, and we got to talk to the bar. Let's find out at the bar if that uses up a turn for science. And also, I want to be able to train my crew, because that sounds awesome to me. 3 supplies per jump, 30 scrap per jump. Yeah, I love that. All right. Chat with Kiwi. Nod of greeting, a gesture of the hand to order, a sip in silence. Rian is chatty. You have problems. Exchange a look. You didn't do much, but it impacted. Okay. Morale improved. Good to know. Did that move time? I think that meant it did, but I can't quite tell. Are we on this one or is this one completed? Find out when we do our next one. Let's get some gas. Hold on. We know that everyone at level 2 was getting like an extra telium whenever you do a telium. Let's do this other one first, right? That was probably just tutorial, but just in case. Of course, they're not going to level up yet, are they? It's not enough XP. Advanced War Room. All squadrons that aren't deployed during the battle gain 30 XP and are repaired. We're not scrapping that. I accept. How do I see what things I've got. Auxiliaries. See anything? Ooh, -1 critical effect threshold. Do we have any damage on us right now? Technically, I guess we do. Sector map. Whoa! Current sector. Okay, and this was the tutorial. We got our things here. Scouting for more. Wow. Okay. Current sector. Okay. And we can only go 4 for the demo. Morale is actually very high. Here we go. Here's a whole nother mini game here, a whole section that we know nothing about. Factions with fleet influence can create useful opportunities as long as you can maintain a fair relationship with them. So the workers, the military, the underworld. All right. Keep everyone happy here. I want to see the auxiliary. Do I click this? Take damage. Colorful triangle into the hull bar. Yeah, we figured that. Threshold is crossed. The ship will spawn a negative situation in the next sector. Situation intensity will depend on the threshold. Understandable. Try to avoid triggering critical events. Yeah, I was. Repair your ships when the hull points are too close to threshold. Upgrade critical systems installation in the R&D lab. Protect your ships during battle. Once this tutorial is over, you can hover over the critical effects threshold to get more. Yeah. Okay. Thought we did. Yep, so minor, moderate, major, repair. Okay, so you could just spend the scrap. And it looks like repair would do 300, but we're only missing 2. I still want to see my auxiliaries. Oh, hold on, auxiliary systems. Here it is. I'm blind. All right, so we've got old tech. So repair costs are 33% cheaper, and the ones that aren't deployed get extra XP and are repaired. So we can rotate. Good to know. I do want to have that minus threshold. I don't think we need to do the... If we click it right now, though, we kind of waste the repaired hull points. Unless it's... That's 33% when we repair. We get 33% more. We're maxed out on health. I'd say we just save it. Though this would be probably the one I would click. All 3 of you are going to go. Now, do we go for the 9 supply or the 72 scrap? Supply seems to resolve all the problems, and I want to resolve all the problems. We like to fix problems around here. Minimalist Zero, thank you for the follow. Glad you're here. Hope you're enjoying this. I am. So we're going to get more supplies. We're going to fix the problems. We've got a situation. You're loving this game so far? Me too. Me too. The only downside, and this is a big one, it's not out yet. We're only going to get so far. That's the downside. It's a demo. All right, there's some tension aboard the Kern. Dockers are using an empty deck, but Navy personnel warns us off limits. You need to make a choice. Okay, so this is where the factions come into play. And we find our first choice. So it looks like we are currently 1 out of 4. And going minus will be like hostile to one of these. Wait, this isn't necessarily like relation. Hold on. That's their influence. There's 2 stats here. You got the fist for their influence, and then the relationship is fair. If we give them this, their influence goes up, but not our relationship, and the other one goes, the relationship goes down, but not their influence. So one group hates us, but the other group doesn't like us anyway. Like, they're just more influential. It does say, though, if you got an influential faction, that you want to keep them, like, friendly. Okay, so who's going to be our friends? I mean, obviously, we want both groups in general, but we can only pick one. We have to pick one. Let's let the civvies. Nothing changed. Okay, that's for the best, but nothing changed. I do believe that was a bug. All right, now we could do this other thing, which maybe I think we should. But I would like to get these upgraded, right? Like, this would take 4 clicks. We're going to use these 3 of resolving the situation. We only have 2 more clicks. Scrap, supplies. It's just impossible to gauge what is needed more. We have no information. No knowledge. It's costing a fuel, though. I don't like spending the extra fuel. I might just do 2 levels on something. Same cost to train. Okay, let's see. Because this way I'm getting scrap either way. Because that was only like 1.5 jumps worth of this, and if we can get that rolling early. All right, so we know we've got the situation. Death under the stars. Body of a hydroponic farmer has been found in a greenhouse on my ship. It would appear to be murder. Farmers are refusing to get back to work. They're scared. Want an arrest and are looking for the murder themselves. It's best if I step in. Farming has come to a standstill and it's going to stay that way until we find out who's responsible. Send someone in. A team. Proper investigation. Get to the bottom of this. Farming is at stake, and we do need farming. It's not our problem. Time resources are limited. No, we've got a fleet now. Yeah, we're not looking out for number 1. We lead the fleet. They look to us for hope, for guidance. They're counting on us, and we need their food. All right, so minus 20% to all gains. Plus 25% to every unit's repair costs for 2 sectors. I need to check our squadrons if they need to be repaired. So we're going to get a team down there. But we already gained some supplies, so I wonder if that's not necessarily going to cost us as much. Before we do our next step here, though, I really need to know if my ships are damaged. Looks like they're all full health. Okay. Step 1. Analyze the video footage. Interrogate angry civilians. Perform an autopsy. Achieve at least 2. Okay. Oh, alright. Wow. 6 supplies to analyze? This is where you're supposed to have your people, and I've spent them all. Comes with the risk, but it's cheaper. Okay, well, we know we're doing this. Wow. That's as much supplies as it took to, like, refit the whole ships. This is a really important farmer. So we're going to see if we get to 0. I don't know if it's, like, a 50-50. Like, we have no idea what the chances of this. We need to do this for science. It's also cheaper. 0 to 25. We've got full. Interrogate the angry civilians. It didn't move. Through wireless, our suspect has been located. Get him, get it done. Okay. Okay, so we're doing Underworld. I thought we were still working on this other thing. We didn't have a choice. We need a fast and cheap way to fix our water tanks. Besides, it's working. Hack job. The whole thing could blow any minute. Send specialists to fix it. 50-50. Can I send you if you don't have an action point? Is he taking a potential health risk here? I don't know. I don't know if there's a downside. Take an active role and accept the authority of a... Okay, well, that's our hero. 70 scrap if we don't do that. All right, so there's that. We can arrest our criminal. And this has, what, 4 turns we can delay? We're burning through those fast. I'm glad we got the extra supplies, but it is going fast. Still more. And we're going to get hurt. That's 50. Soldier turned out to be innocent. Good thing we stepped in. Okay, supplies. Farmers have invited us to their colleague's funeral. And thank you for clearing the name. Everyone's mad. Alright, so their influence would increase. Slightly increase. But at least the other side isn't going down. Right? We're going to give it to the farmers. I mean, they lost one of their own. Lima. Is that you? Okay. You're just okay. Everyone's just okay. Alright, and we've got another crisis to deal with. The supplies, they go so fast. Now, potentially, I could wait until the jump. Maybe? Is that how that would work? And use our person? But I'm enjoying sending our people out on these things. We're going to hold off again. Make sure everything stays. I still feel like that other guy was supposed to be able to be assigned here. Oh, we gotta pick where we're going next. Okay. We've got some agency here, chat. Would have thought. Alright, so the top one here has a shipwrecked, a drifting shuttle that might have a character in it, maybe. And a supply depot. Down here, ice comet, gas giant, military outpost. That might have a ship. Ooh. Fuel. No fuel here. I'm gonna risk going for the other character if we can get one. Whoa. What is that? It's a Type A Punisher. Alright. You... Every 10 seconds upon battlefield arrival, one unit will gain the Cylon Overload exploding. When a unit is destroyed, it explodes. Not cool. All units deployed gain the Cylon Mutation Tactical Jump. On battlefield arrival, increases the unit speed for the duration of the effect. 4 seconds, extra 30% speed. Huh. Attacking unit with units charging straight towards the targets do much damage. Okay. Border, perhaps. Battlestar board game? Is there another board game? I'm not aware. Okay, so I have, Corey. I have the Battlestar Galactica board game when it first came out. The one that was like it's the betrayal mechanic, right? It's the one that was like, what's the King Arthur one? Something over Camelot. And you know, because somebody's a Cylon, right? And it's an amazing game. Avalon. Shadows over Camelot is what it's called. Shadows over Camelot. So I have that, but I don't know if much of the combat here is getting pulled from it. Unless there's just another game. So some of these guys are going to explode. Like that. Where's that move speed? Do we know which one's exploding? Can't tell. Order. All right, you just go ahead and get some distance. I should have split up. Oh, we can do an emergency jump. Interesting. Oh, we took damage. Same problem. I did a lot of moves. That's the exploder. I don't like any of that. I don't like that one bit. Let's not do that to ourselves. You're gonna explode, aren't you? Still have a whole minute to go. I don't like that explosion. Alright, so you're gonna explode. Your border. They both have borders. Does that hurt his friend? Oh, oh. Oh no. I thought I would still be able to shoot it. It's just gonna take 10 damage per second for the duration. And all its critical effects are aggravated into major boarding situation. What? 15 seconds. 10 damage. 150 damage is happening? We do not like borders. Lesson learned. Wow. It's not cool at all. There's no time for this one, so we gotta stop you. And I have to back this guy off. Like right now. Oh, that one's actually attacking me. Ah. I'm taking so much damage from that. Also, I should be able to just like click and drag. I know there's hotkeys, but I should be able to make like a box. Oh, you were talking about the population, food, and fuel. Yes, all of those. I remember the dials, rotating the dials. Yeah. You're right. I'm gonna start having you be closer to the exit. I don't think we're gonna have another salvo though in time. 7 seconds. 17. Some damage here. This is not going to be good at all. They're both going to get through. Borders. Who knew? Critical event threshold has been crossed on one of your ships. The ship will spawn a negative situation. Yeah, I guess I'll protect him next time. I'm sorry. I didn't know they would just disappear. But they kind of sit there and try to board and we, you know, shoot it. Hopefully they just stop taking damage. Okay, we know we need to do the repairs. But look at the difference here. I can click this, which is what I did. And I can click the ship that needs it, which is what I didn't do before. So this should actually work, I hope. But definitely, again, devs, if you ever hear this, letting me click the window without letting me click the actual ship so I lose the ability, that's a no-no. We gotta have like the specific ship, which is fine, but like I shouldn't be able to click this. We're hoping that this works this time. Really need it to. Unless it just won't let me do it at all. Of this. Blessings. I'm clicking. It won't let me do it. I'm going to click the area. Ah! I guess it was just telling me which ship. Did it actually get repaired? Okay, it kind of did. All right, it worked. Because of the damage. We've repaired it, though. Critical effect threshold. Spawns negative situations. Fire. Yeah, we don't have the supply for that. Bar's back up. There's another situation coming up. Drifting shuttle. Add a hero. This is what we're here for. Got to do that. We need supplies. We're also running out of fuel. And once again, I think the ship, like the scrap is going to wait. So we've got to do this. And I kind of think we risk a health. Let's go to the bar here. Something's off. Something seems off, but good to go. Oh, okay. Don't, whatever it is that they're using to make this stuff, it's probably not something you should be drinking. Now, we are about to risk some health, so I'm actually eyeballing this med bay if we do. I also think if we grab this guy, we might get an extra action sooner. I'm kind of interested in that, so let's check that out. Okay, Tiberius. Inspired discovery. All about that, whatever it means. Recalibration is needed. Oh, we have, that's another problem. All right. Okay, now you're my engineer. I don't really want to assign you to weapons. Well, I guess I could. It's my squadron person who definitely can't. So, applies slow every time it deals damage. So this is the same effect that we already have, but it's a really good effect. Effects against 25% duration. That's also very good. Every time the hero resolves a POI, shop prices are reduced by 10% until the end of the sector. 10%, like that's cool. 10%'s not a lot. So this is uncommon. I'm gonna wait. I want to see what you do. Whoa! Whoa! Legendary. Every time a crisis is resolved, get something. No, get all of them. Well, all of them? You, sir, you are a hero. Glad we picked you up. That's awesome. Okay, back to you. This here resolves the POI. I like having the slow. If we pick up a different weapon, having a slow on another thing, considering what we were just up against, slow seems really important. Also, we could do the science to see if this stacks with the other slow. Right? Because we have another slow. So the flak applies slow. 6.5 seconds, right? So give me a second here. Okay, it's not, this didn't change to 12.5, so I don't think crippling shot matters for this. So we're gonna unequip you again, put this back. And then give a slow to a nuke, because it's important. They should stay in the radioactive zone for longer. Alright, so malfunctioning systems. This one is on fire. I don't want to get you hurt. Like, you're really important to me right now. Oh, you did get hurt. Or you might. I haven't clicked it yet. You might get hurt. Level up available. You did get hurt, though. But I could go ahead and get the med bay and get that healed up. Also, let's see if you heal when you level. Might be a thing. Crippling shot again. All signs squadron abilities or Gunstar weapon areas effect gain 10% radius. That's huge. Here gains 1 max health and is fully healed when receiving this trait. That's not as great as it seems, I think. Well, it depends on how much we're gonna like. Radius is amazing. Doing the radius. But we're going to get our med bay. So we're going to heal her, and it won't lose an action point for her. Although she's already taken an action, so it won't be till next time. Because she can't actually do it. Alright, well, I jumped the gun on that. Now, I do still have 2 of these. We also have other events that might pop up. I think, given the fact that we got this guy, is this considered a crisis, or is that the only crisis? This is just a negative situation. This is a crisis. Okay, so we're not going to get this as often as I thought, but we're still going to get 5 supply. So, like, I think I'm okay spending the 4, and then we're still going to pick up more here. And keeping 2 action points for whatever comes up in the rest of the system. I don't know, but I'm gonna try. Since we just had one thing pop up, maybe something else doesn't, but we do need to have something for the crisis, too. That is a crisis. A few of them are unstable. We believe they'll go off after our next FTL jump. Fix them. Don't have the time or the equipment to reset their internal mechanisms. Best idea is to use them in our next fight against the Cylons. You have an idea. Why don't we put them around the fleet? Create a minefield. It's risky. Weapons or as mines? Aren't mines considered weapons? 1,000 damage dealt to the Gunstar. Suffer upon crisis failure would be that. Or Because I would have to use 2 nukes during the battle. That's weird. I'm trying to see why I wouldn't do this. Because either way, we have to use them, or we have to use them. Use them where they're on the battlefield. Use them directly with the chance that we might not have the cooldown. What, I forget the cooldown. Because we might not be able to spend both, and then we just take 1,000 damage. Seems like a risk that's not really something I should take. Like, I could just have some mines. Am I missing something? Is there a reason why? I mean, I guess I can just shoot them at the capital ships, and maybe we could take on a capital ship. Maybe we can actually take one out. I guess for science. So just fire the nukes. Launch 2 nukes. If we had more nukes from a random event, I bet this would have been much more difficult. But I think 2 we can manage. Okay, and then that's the crisis. So we won't even get to resolve the crisis till later. We have 3 fuel. Hey, has a question. Yeah, what you got? Ooh. Scrapper, 100%, because you are the CAG. That's very nice. Now, do I hold on to my last guy? I think I do. I think I hold on to it. Let's level this up and see if any more events happen while we wait. Okay, the underworld's handling security. Not appreciated by the military. Supposed to be handling it themselves. We should control every ship in the fleet. I'm not exactly... We're trying to do lawful good here, right? Like, we don't really need the underworld running any of our ships. Just saying, well, we need soldiers on every ship is a bit extreme, but those are my only 2 options. Your son just deleted everything you were typing. Fair enough, fair enough. Did that heal it too? Max health, maybe. Yeah, 30% more max hull. Oh, no, he already was 30 per jump. Now it's 50 per jump. Okay. We're going to get the other one leveled up. Let's see. I've still got one here. One fuel. A little worried about that. Just a bit. I don't think the R&D took a turn, right? Ooh, we can just heal it for free anyway. I can just throw my heroes at every problem at that point. The question was, a while ago we discussed baptism. Write our response or send a video that answers some of the questions and allows us to dialogue. I mean, probably just go over to the on the Discord, right, where we have faith questions. You can put it there. You can either, if you want to do a video link, you can put that there, or you could put you know, with like, you know, hey, I was looking at this, what do you think, or whatever. Or you can just write out whatever you want. Because then it's a lot more like you can kind of fully articulate. You're pretty limited on the chat. You know, it's tough to type that out live. But you're welcome to do it. Like, there's no problem at all. I'd like to have one less critical effect threshold. What's our health on everyone? Gunstar still needs healed. I like how at the start of each sector, the hero with the least health heals 1. Oh, we could reduce critical on civilian ships. Okay, we need to check out what's further up on these. Right, everything else is pretty linear. I want to reduce the civilian ship critical going into our big battle where there's nukes going to be left and right. I feel like that might be useful. Yeah, the first thing we're going to do is get fuel at the next sector. But I just now remembered it's going to cost fuel to go to whatever event to get fuel, assuming that we find one. Fuel's here. Fuel hauler. Oh. If we can get a ship that generates fuel. Trade beacon, but I completely forgot about trades, and we just spent all of our stuff, so we're not going here anyway. Definitely down here. Auxiliary systems or weapons can be salvaged here too. Been researching it? Yeah, that's fine. And for those who are wondering on the topic of baptism, some of you might not care, but there are those, you know, we often will have faith-based questions either here or in the Discord. Some of them might take more discussion, and that would be, you know, like I was saying with Discord or whatever. But you know, I can share that link too for anyone. There you go. But if anyone is curious where I stand on baptism, it would be that it is a symbolic action. it is a command to do it. And historically, whenever somebody became a believer in Jesus, it was just a natural, not necessarily a natural next step to declare it. And the way that they traditionally did so was through water baptism. Immersion is the only way that is seen in Scripture. Not to say it's some wrong way to do, like sprinkling or whatever. But that's the only example that we're ever given in Scripture to do it. And I think that's because the whole point was to make a public declaration. And it's pretty public when you're dripping wet, when you're completely immersed in water. The point being you're imitating the death, burial, resurrection. So the salvation is of a faith alone, not through the act of baptism. But the act of baptism is an act of obedience, declaring to the world, I believe this on the inside, so I'm showing you this on the outside. The baptism itself doesn't save. And as a ripple effect of that conversation, by extension, baptism of infants does not save. Salvation is a faith, and you can't externally do that on somebody else. So that would be my stance, if anyone's wondering. All right. So the Hydra here fires at something within range from the capital ship for 10 damage per second. Ooh, so I don't want to go and approach that thing. Also, I need to fire my missiles. Every 10 seconds upon the battlefield, rival 1 unit will get the overload prepared shot. 100% damage, but suffers 50% to its abilities cooldown. Ew. Eh. And we gotta launch nukes. And I don't know if nuke will actually do enough damage to this, but we're gonna still shoot the first one on him and see how much damage it does. He's getting snipers, and if I go into that range, that radius there, he's gonna shoot at me. Oh, it does tell us it's 1,000. So even though 1,000's a lot on the 6,000, we're not going to do enough after that, especially not with this particular class where he's going to do damage with me. So I guess we're going to try to make sure we fire the nukes at ships, at the fighters. Cooldown's 30 seconds, so I need to make sure I keep an eye on the timer so we can get both out there. We have to use 2 nukes. We have a mission to use both nukes. If we don't, it'll blow up on us in the next zone. We'll take 1,000 damage. So we have to do it. We can nuke him twice, but it won't kill him. And without killing him, like, there's no... I don't know if there's going to be scrap, but I don't think we're ready to try. I just want more than a solitary ship to shoot at with my nuke. That counts. Have to wait just a little bit longer. That's our range, by the way. We couldn't shoot that. This is the range. I have to wait for them to spawn to see where they're going. Yeah, I think right now we have no way to kill them. But that's kind of how it's been for every battle so far. Remember, we're on the run. Keep a healthy distance. Did we try? I mean, obviously I moved my guy, but do we try this? Okay. I needed to make sure that we fired, because we have to wait for the cooldown, and I need to make sure that we can still use the other ones. So we're not going to get truly efficient, but you know, it is what it is. I'll take it. Tempest. Tempest is a fighter, and I can't see what its stats are. So it does 0 damage, long range, slow speed, but it looks like it's got a missile and something else. Fair amount of health too. It can take two shots minimum. Now I can click in and got another ability. Must be this thing. Mid-range homing missile at the target. Like that. Passive. Always keep its original target even if attacked. So it's focused on it. Only taunt status can force it to change. So it's going in dive bomb mode on that thing. And it gains 100% damage, but suffers 50% to its ability cooldown. Okay, so we just don't want it to live. But we're going to have a lot more. There's going to be waves of... Probably used my first nuke too soon. I was just getting paranoid. Raider. Tempest, sniper. Tempest is going to go towards the center, right? So we should have an extra second on that. We're going to take out the snipers first. Oh, I guess we're going to go for that. I think I saw him shooting and the shot died mid-air, and that's good to know. That's a thing. I don't want to go in there and fight all those snipers. We're going to back off. Might be doing our flak. We've still got 46 seconds. I do need to fire my other missile. Just keep feeling like another... something big still is coming. Yeah, we do have to fire the other missile. Okay, this thing's got that extra damage. We got to focus you next. Okay, this will be a nuke, right? 4 targets. Ooh, we got that extra scrap. Remember, every time this guy kills something, we have a 33% chance for scrap. Back you off for the nuke. Although really... oh, we hit it, took a hit. This really should just be flak. Those are just raiders. Let me just do a flak. No, they're spreading out. But the next wave needs to be a nuke. So... 27 seconds? I mean, there's still another wave after this, isn't there? Yeah, now we're getting to where it's gonna be a lot. This is concerning. He's fired a missile already. Did we? Can't tell if I've clicked the missile. We're gonna nuke this. Okay, they're no longer on the Gunstar. Mission accomplished. We missed. Well, time to go. Okay with that. We did take some damage, but I'm okay with that. Hey, a fuel! 60 XP. Why is this uncommon? Is it because the Viper's uncommon? Must be. We need fuel because we're going to spend 2 turns gathering fuel with our Battlestar, or Gunstar. So I kind of have to do this, but I would be very excited to do these others. Now I can actually go and gather the fuel. Crisis solved. Call that a victory. I mean, we did lose all of our nukes, so sure, it's a victory. No more mutually assured destruction. So why did we have to fight that? Because at the end of, before every jump, there's always a battle. That's just a game mechanic. And then you're charging up your jump drive and you escape. You can choose to stay if you think you can, but you saw that last wave. It's like the show. It's about survival, not about crushing your enemies, seeing them driven before you, and hearing the lamentation of their women. Juno's killing streaks off the charts? I mean, she did okay. Badge of honor. Alright. Oh, we're giving her a name. What do we think? What's her nickname, chat? Javelin, Bullseye, or Cannon? Twitch poll incoming. All right, you guys are going to have 1 minute. 1 minute to vote on the Twitch poll. I think you have to click the little thing in the chat there. Hadashi, you have to be over on Twitch to do it. So far, it's 100% towards Javelin. Twitch is being decisive for once. I'm shocked. They do say that they're going to have a, or maybe they already do have a Twitch integration, so you guys could actually vote on these things on the regular. But at the moment, it is going to be Javelin. It ended as you clicked. Everyone is happy. You should be able to heal for free? It's gonna cost 6 supply to heal? Hold on. What's going on here? We got levels. Increase unit primary weapon damage, decreasing its hull. 30% more damage. Okay, hold position. Damage and range increase but is immobilized for the duration of the effect. That's 30% damage and 50 range for 6 seconds. Or gain speed. This is not a speed. I think we're going for the this is siege mode, right? Siege mode time. We don't even know what you do. 5% evasion. Stealth. Okay. Why do you already have 5+5 on your damage? Where are you getting that? Honestly, if we were going to use this as intended, it's a tank. Evasion seems the best. And it's something like active abilities, I'm liable to just not remember to click them, but passive, just all the time, 5% more evasion. Seems pretty great. So we're going to click this when we get a chance. I don't want to send six supply to heal you. You should get a free... Oh, that's why. All of them get... Oh, that's the radius. It should be, yeah, that should just be your ability there. It's you. That's right. So she's level 2 where everyone's getting a 6% damage increase. All squadrons are. That's where that's coming from. Okay, let's get some fuel. What else is here? A weapon or an auxiliary. Very cool. We can get a rare. Definitely getting the fuel. Got supply. We got this. All right, well, fuel it is. We don't have any abilities that will, like... We want to level you. Let's see what we get. Another issue. Everyone has issues. I have to click that now. Okay. Workers found scrap. They want to give it. Could be a simple gesture. Then again, maybe they have other motives. Workers' influence increases. Yeah, I mean, you're being nice. I'm being nice. We're all being nice. Epic. Every time a crisis resolve, the hero gains 1 action. They can't go over their max. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're going to do that. Alternatively, 30% chance to gain +2 fleet health every time assigned squadron destroyed. That's pretty great, too. This is the wrong guy for it, though. Hero always suffers minimum possible damage when resolving. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but this is what we're clicking. So he should be able to get another action later on, which is great. And then we're going to send you out. Explosive. Is this... Are we doing the like SNES Final Fantasy, like W missile launcher means double missile launcher? Like that took me 20 years to figure out why everything was W in like Final Fantasy 2 and 3. 4 and 6, sorry, 4 and 6. Like W was double missile launcher. I could scrap this thing. What does it do? Huge AoE. Got damage. I mean, I'm just going to swap this thing, and I'm going to guess it doesn't have a limited ammo like everything else does. So this is great. There we go. A lot of stories. Seems like this is exactly what we had before. Take another sip and morale improve. Something keeps seeming off. What's she putting in that? So you have happy. Morale is good. Okay. Well, that's cool. Enemies killed all time, 62. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. We're gonna get one more point. Probably should have saved them to actually do the thing. We'll get better at this eventually. I was like, we can get another point after this, but we have no points during it. We're locked in. We can't open the doors. Exploded close to the ship must have triggered this response. We need to be able to open all the doors. Hold on. Is she a Cylon? I haven't even been, like, looking at any of my people as possible Cylons. She could be taking over my mind. Cannot get out. Drums. Drums in the deep. Two options. Security lock must be reset. Spare system. Or blow the main airlock open. What's a Cylon? All right. Generations ago. Or was it like 50 years? I forget. It was a long time ago. We don't even remember. Maybe it's 20 years? We can remember that far. But whatever. A long time ago. Humans on the 12 colonies built robots, programmed them with AI, and made them their slaves. And there was a rebellion and a war. The robots were the Cylons. And the Cylons fought back and eventually disappeared. They were winning the war, but then they just left. They disappeared, and we never heard from them until the start of this. They came back. And it seems like there might be some of them covertly looking like human among us. Okay. So we can blow the airlock open, lose 500 hull, seems terrible, or lock it until we get to go to another place. So what does it mean by lock? What does that actually do? You guys think they can't contribute? Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. It's not like you wanted to go outside. Yeah, so these Maybe. Issue. And that thing's not resolved yet, so our guy is not getting a point yet. I I keep miscalculating that thing. Dreams. She herself is being mind controlled. Shrine. Morale improves or morale deteriorates. Right now she's very happy. Where's her morale at? No, I can't see your current morale, but I know she's already happy. She's the only one that's happy. I mean, yeah, go just use some scrap. Excellent. Okay. Make yourself a shrine. Okay. So we can't use this. We've got our max hull increased here. I could just go ahead and get some refining. And I think we should, looking at our fuel. I think we should. We're burning through that very quickly. Yeah, it's a golden cat. Exactly. All right. It was 60 scrap. This is her arc. Okay, so this is like unique quest chain. Specific to that character. And only because we had the excellent morale. Oh, she's the bartender today. A trait? A legendary trait? A legendary trait. Loves bartending. Because she was always a bartender, now she's only pretending to be a fighter pilot. She recalls a few places she worked at, the dives, the palaces, the cruise ships. Any chance you could put me on more missions? She's been on every single one. Delicious cocktail. And we're like obeying the commands. We need to resolve that. Resolve 2 situations with her. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's get that fuel. We get one more turn. We're going to get some more XP over here. Because I can't do this other one. It's sealed. And then I do still want to get this so that we get that health. This is bugging me. I don't want to spend 6 supply. Yeah, something's a little off with her. I need to make sure my ships are getting fully repaired here. Yeah, they are. I don't know if that's something I need to worry about or not. This thing's getting 30 XP. Like, it's actually leveling up faster than everyone else. This is still level 1 here. The idol was pricey. I'm gonna keep it as is, though. It's working. Oh, crisis! They both have no crisis. Military outpost might have another... ship for us, but we still have 3 that I can't deploy the 3rd. I want to see if we can get that fuel hauler distress signal. If we can get another ship, I'm all about it. Type B Sentinel. Long range units. Okay, you've got AoE, yeah, and then you've got the damage. So this is what we just fought. Oh my. We're gonna be firing this thing pretty early, I think. No, it's still 15 seconds off. Wow. That's serious. Moving the wrong ones. They're all going for the Battlestar, which is okay. This of them I can't, it's still on cooldown. This. Be in the radius. Okay, we don't have to missile them now. But we could. 35 seconds, 30. We did take some damage, but I'm okay with it so far. That's all we take. It's a rough opener. This guy's about to do his ability. Like the offensive flak is less useful against these heavier guys. It really should be a missile thing. Gotta make sure I don't hit my own ships, I guess. Oh, we're hurt. Wow. Can I send you back and swap you? About to find out. Ooh. I can. Now, it won't get the extra 30 XP, but it seems important. If I take out the nuke, does it explode and take out these? I don't have nukes equipped. I just have regular missile, and it's still 2 seconds out. We ran out of nukes. Remember, we had to use all 2 of them that we had left. Or you're talking about the incoming one. Oh, we didn't one-shot it. That's a problem. Use missiles. Still took damage. No, I think we got it, but it's 28 damage from this. Raider. Heavy raiders in the middle. Heavy raiders that hurt the most, but I gotta get out of here. Is my other ship repairing? I forgot I had to hold position. It's too late now. 26. I guess we can just wait and find out, but it's not looking good. Do I wait to take a shot? This is getting pretty uncomfortable here. I don't think they're repairing. I need to do that 1% more damage so it can one-shot those things. It's not doing it. It was not great. Not the best, but we're not dead. Okay, so we're probably just going to do the direct thing. Safe turn available? I don't know. I'm sorry. This is a Cylon boss sector. I was unaware. I was pretty sure that the map was like, this is a safe sector. No, I think it meant there's no crisis. It's because there's a boss. Okay. Those are both wreckage. Here's our distress signal. It's an emergency beacon, but the crew's dead, so apparently we can't take the ship. Hey, Methuselah! Okay, speed, this is the one you want speed on. Once per battle, when it's destroyed, it's restored to full health with a permanent loss of max hull. Maximum evasion for the duration. No, you're gonna, because I'm gonna forget. Like, that's cool if I know, but I'm gonna forget. That's my problem with all of the active abilities. I'm just gonna forget them. So you're gonna get the speed. I know myself well enough. Sad faces. I thought there was somebody here already. No? Resolve 2 situations with you. Okay, so I'm going to use this guy, and then we'll be able to get his action point back when we resolve the crisis for having done that. Only getting 1 extra is not that exciting. It costs you 1 to go in the first place. Now, I don't think these are the situations. I think those are the things that pop up on your ships. So this is a point of interest. We're going to send somebody else. Which resolves this. Should resolve the crisis, which should help our other guy get all his things. Okay, extra supplies. Everyone doesn't want me to... I mean, if you're giving me free stuff... I know they're getting all this extra influence, but so far that hasn't budged. Nothing of that has moved. And I wonder if that's not even, like, implemented yet. It has not moved. Okay, so... that resolved the crisis? You got me nothing! You're supposed to get your action point back, and you're supposed to give me 30 scrap, 5 supply, and 20 health. We resolved a crisis, sir. Where were you? It doesn't say it has to be resolved by the hero. Oh wait, maybe I still have to click it? Oh, we have to fix locked hangar door, so it's over here now. Okay. Do supply. We got 47. I think we're okay. Now it's solved. We're all in this together. There we go. There's the goodies. There's the goodies. So you get your point back. We got all the resources. Very nice. We need to heal our ship. I didn't realize it was quite that much damage. Now we're about to face a boss. So 33 supply for 500, and we're going to do it twice, I think. It did not take a turn. Good to know. Your hull is only 1,000. Like, I might... What do we need? 4 turns? We've got 5 available. And we got this. I might train this all the way up to the next one. Just for the hull. Half health, all good. Except... there's situations that happen here. If your hull drops below these numbers, like you have another negative, something happens. So we're trying to avoid that too. Let's get some of this back, and maybe we can get a tech for the boss fight. Okay. Compensation for having worked overtime. Food stamps. Your bias. It's true, everyone's working overtime. This hasn't changed at all. Okay, now it has. It has changed. I was like, maybe it's bugged. It changes. You now know. It changes. Things are tense. We had the supplies. I just kind of thought we could do it for free. Okay, well, we can get more fuel or something, but I kind of think it just, level this thing. See what happens. If a situation shows up, we've got our person to do it for her mission. Oh, because military is tense, we're having something happening. Ugh. Yeah. We do need to restore discipline. There's no there's no clue as what might happen. Stricter rules or 50-50. Feeling lucky. We'll be fine. Oh, no, it's bad news. It's bad news. So now we get 2 situation things. What does that mean? Okay, we get it. All right. So we would have had just 1. Now we have 2. Well, we do have a situation for Javelin to resolve, so at least we can do 1 of them. This one's a little bit more risky. We're going to do both. Sadly, we were one point away on that too, huh? I might still do that because we got 5 turns. I might still do we can do the big one. Levels. It's gonna be good going into the boss. Okay, assigned squadrons gain 20% damage and 50% speed as long as assigned squadron has stealth. I passed up on the stealth. Obtain 1 nuke every time this hero resolves a POI with nukes. 2 XP every time their assigned squadron destroys a unit. That's the choice right there. You know it's the choice. I know it's the choice. Yeah, I got rid of the stealth thing. Because as soon as you fire with stealth, you lose stealth. So this is only the first shot, the speed and the attack, which is kind of okay, but this is a lot of XP. And rather than this, even though we have the point to spend the guy, I'm going to go ahead and do this. That'll give us the hull for the boss fight. Scrap. Make it of any use. A little bit of health. Oh, this is health, not a little bit of hull. I think the squadron dying is bad thing. 46, 46. That would be 92. We are short. 3% evasion's kind of not exciting. Trade beacon. Spending all of our resources again. It's a base star. We're being hailed. Be possible to. Regret card. The CIC goes dark. A screeching sound erupts from the speakers. What we have here. Pitched, full of confidence and malice. What is this? Are we being hacked? Poor little humans afraid of the dark. Show yourself. Brave enough to make it this far from Caprica. Did you really think we'd let you live? This is number 5. It's the clerk. It's calling from the base star. Let's get to it. Have all day. Multiple missiles nearly hit us. Be over soon. Okay. I remember to use my raptor ability. Strikers. What do strikers do? Can't click it. Got a Cylon nuke coming in. More strikers. The base star, 7,000 hit points. Variable range, because it's probably missiles. Acquire target squadron. Launch a salvo of 5 consecutive exploding shots at its position. Okay. And the nuke. Alright, what do strikers do? 200 health, 48 damage, short range, pretty quick speed. They also do a slow for 6 seconds. Always keeps the original target. Only taunt. So I don't have taunt out here. Nuke inbound. I would love to use this, but I'm already probably too close. Oh my goodness. I'm going to save the missile for this center section. The left side's just going to have to get through. I assume that's that shot thing, but it's following me. There it is. Oh. Oh, it's 5 shots, right? Did not kill them. glad we picked up the health that we could, but there's still a lot of guys right here. It's another one coming up. Oh, that's not good. This thing has to be moving. I can't move yet? Okay, now I can. Whoa, we are running out of health so fast. This guy can't be firing right now. Nothing for this. I gotta save that. Problem is I can't one-shot the snipers. It's gonna take too long. Alright, so we take out the snipers with this. You start going back for the missile. Oh, now I really wish I had the missile. Everything's dying. Good, level up's available. You're jumping in right here? Cheater. Squadron destroyed. GG. Colonies. We're not far when the Salons destroyed the Gunstar. Hope falters and dies. The survivors escape the enemy fighters. I'm glad somebody escaped. That was pretty wild at the end there. A whole lot going on. Oh, metagame progression, people. And your meta progression will be transferred to the full game in the spring. New starting fleets, new playstyles. Reveal the silent traitor among your heroes. And unlock new traits, abilities, squadrons, and Gunstar weapons to survive. 12 sectors, 3 bosses on your journey. Now, I do believe that was Sector 4, and the demo only goes up to Sector 4. So yes, we lost, but had we won, it would have still said, game over, demo's complete. The missiles are too weak, but the thing is, the game took away my nukes. I had nothing else. There was nothing else for me to do. There was no, like, let's not use the nukes choice happening. There were no nukes. The game said you need to use up your only nukes in order so that they don't blow you up. So I was forced into that. That was the best I could do. I have already wishlisted this on Steam. If you enjoyed this, you could too. I'm going to click main menu for new run, but I am going to be done for the day. What is this? Okay, so you could start with 40 scrap per rank, 2 supplies, fuel, 1 squadron fate restoration per rank. Fate restoration, it's 300. Yeah, I agree. The missiles weren't killing the ships. Now, both the missile I had and the flak are designed for like swarms of small ships, but we were getting swarms of heavy ships. Only a nuke would have really helped there, and I just didn't have any. So yes, I agree. I basically had 2 flaks. One was missile form, one was ballistic form, but they were basically both flaks. And I was counting on the missile to actually do way more than it was doing. Probably needed to combine them both, but eh. Favors compendium? Oh, cool. Very cool. All right. Yeah. This guy, that was really nice. There's some good. I really like just about all of those abilities. I didn't like the wolf fighter. Honestly, I thought it was kind of lame. Because yeah, it was taunting, but then it would die. Yeah, because this only does 80 damage. The nuke is 1,000. And those heavy ships are like 200 health. So yeah, this missile just wasn't enough. I don't know why it's got this circle here. That's the AoE symbol. So maybe it's meant to be like this one has more AoE than normal, perhaps? I love that there's all these other cruisers you could potentially bring along with you. So much potential. So many good ideas. Okay, yeah. Very cool. And then, of course, I didn't actually click this, but I think with my 150, I would probably just start with 2 more fuel. Although, starting with scrap does mean you could potentially get like a tech early on too. There's some good choices there. There's some good choices. Or I could just save it for whatever this means. I don't know what that means. Fate restoration. Is that a reroll? Oh, you could reset them. Okay, well cool. You can just decide and then come back. Regardless though, that's going to be it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I certainly did. There's our save slots. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I hope you've enjoyed the atmosphere, the family-friendly approach that we have. Don't forget to like or follow or subscribe or whatever the different ways that your platform of choice will make sure you don't miss out on the next one. My next stream will be on Thursday because this was a demo and because this is, I believe, as far as we could have gotten, minus the death on the last, on the mini boss there. But because of that, we're probably not going to be playing more of this. However, I've got a couple on my radar that we'll be checking out. And if not, there is going to be more Slay the Spire coming up because we are in Slay the Spire month leading up to the Slay the Spire 2 coming out. So we're very excited about that. I will share my links for my Discord, which has more than just game news and updates and chatter. It's got a whole section on faith. You can ask questions. You can ask for prayer. I'd love to be praying for you and encourage you as any way I can. And in addition to that, I've got some other links as well. I've got a Patreon you can either use to support, or you can just use it to read my blog that I put up there with the different questions that people ask. All of it's free. You don't have to spend anything to go there. And then also I have a couple other opportunities you could check out for links to make your home more family friendly through your streaming of movies and shows. There's a program called VidAngel, and you can filter out things that you don't want in those movies and shows, and you can use Pastor Druski as a discount code for a free month, and it'll help the channel if you do. And same Pastor Druski for Covenant Eyes with your internet browsing. You can get accountability there, and it can be another great way to have safety for your family, success in the internet realm as well. So check out those links. I'll share all of that right here. But I'm glad you've been with me. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, a wonderful Wednesday tomorrow. Good night. God bless.